Hey everyone, it's me, Ethan Productions here, and today we're going to be looking at the LEGO Ultimate Collector Series, Millennium Falcon. Okay guys, before this video goes along, I know if you've been watching UCS of Millennium Falcon sets, you probably already know all the details that go along in this set. So if you're just wondering what my opinion is on this set, just to get an idea if you're interested in buying this, go to around 11, around like 10:30 on the time here. Around then, you should be getting to the point of where I'm going to be giving my opinion. So again, if you're just interested in my opinion, go to there. But enjoy the video, guys. So moving on here, we can see the box. As you can see, has a great picture of the Millennium Falcon, and then you can also see the piece count, which is 7,541 pieces. Largest LEGO set to this date still. As you can see, it is set number 75192, and it's the Millennium Falcon. And then on the sides here, you can see that it gives you some nice looking. So this is a little bit of a information panel saying, oh, what the Falcon was. I do recommend looking at the tape before you open this. I was one of them that actually opened it up wrong. And then you can see here we got a huge picture of the Falcon again, and then it just shows you some of the key features it comes with on the bottom here. And then on the other side, it just shows you the dimensions for the Falcon. And this would also be the correct side to open it. Again, look for the tape that has the ones that have the razor within a green circle, not the red one. Sadly for me, I opened it up on the wrong side. So now back to the set here. As you can see, the Falcon is very big, which anyway if it isn't obvious to you, then I don't know what is. But as you can see here, that on the box it says that the length of this whole thing is 32.6 inches in length. If you need that in centimeters, it is 83. As you can see here, they put just... When it went into this with the designers, you can see that they just went in here full out with just detail and greebling. As you can see here, if you look on the sides of the Falcon here, you can see a bunch of the greebling detail. And going along into the back, it goes even into the back for the engines, as you can see here with the engines. Very nice build for the engines again. Kind of reminds me of what they do for the play scale version of the LEGO Millennium Falcon. And then going on to the other side here, you can see just more of the greebling effect. And there's also some holes in the Falcon. And they're again, accurate to the actual ship. And then going over here, pretty much on this, both sides of the ship on here, I forgot what these extensions are called, but you can see here that they're pretty much the same on both sides. And then you have the dish, which is very cool. And then you got the cockpit, which I still think what they did there with that design, with making it with the round cylinder more than how the original one, which was like a brick-built version almost, looks 10 times better than anything. So now since we got the outside details, we might as well look at what's inside. So the first thing I'll show you here is that the gun turret plate here will actually come off, and then you can see that there is a seat there, and then there's also a ladder over here. Now, if we go towards where this ladder goes, we can actually open up another panel, which is cool. I still think it's really cool what LEGO did here, which you can open up two panels. The first one is going to be held by pegs, as you can see here. And then the other one will just, as you probably just saw anyway, just comes off that easily. So now since we're in the back room of the Falcon, here you can see that this is where Ray and Finn hid. As you can see here with the little, sorry for my hand being in the way, but there he goes, the little trap door that Ray and Finn and BB-8 were hiding in when the Falcon was captured by Han and Chewie in episode 7. And then we also have, I think these are escape pods, so you can see we have two of them. They kind of have a cool little feature of opening and closing. And then over here is actually the scene from, I can't really get my camera in there, but you can see this is from the scene from Empire Strikes Back of when Leia and Han were in the back of the Falcon fixing it. And then that little round cylinder thing right here, that is the hyperdrive. So moving to the front part of the Falcon now, there's another little room you can open here. This door is held by gravity, while the other one here is held by pins. It's almost like the same feature, same way from how this side or the back side opened. And then here you can see now this is the room that Sabak was being played back in episode 4, and then also in the future other episodes that came out. Here you can see that the helmet that Luke was training is right there. The seats there, I will say, those are actually stickers that were put on there. The only thing that isn't a sticker is the Sabak table itself. And then over here, going back to where this other seat is, you can see there's a control panel with the seat that Han was sitting. And on top of that, I forgot to show this in the other one, but they do have these nice little tunnel builds that they built for how the interior of the Falcon is when you have the hulls. As you can see there, that is a sticker put onto one of the wall pieces that LEGO makes. And then on top of that, they just built sort of a ring around the sticker. So pretty much those are the only 2 rooms that the Falcon includes. Anyway, I guess you can sort of say there's 3 if you can include the gun turret. And then you can say there's a 4th because of the cockpit here. Now the cockpit piece is a brand new piece. It was originally exclusive to this set, but then they also included it onto the UCS Starter. And you can get 3 of these versions of the cockpit, except for you're not going to get the clear piece, so that the clear piece is more exclusive to the Falcon here. But you can at least get 3 of these cockpit pieces from the actual Starter. But we're not here for the Starter. Instead, we're here to look at the cockpit now. So as you can see, you can just take this off like the Lego sets, like the play sets, I should say. If I can get that off, there we go. And then you can see here, you do have some greebling effects in back of it, of the cockpit. As you can see there's just some printed tiles. And then there's this little black piece here that acts as the doorway to the rest of the Falcon. And then here you can also see that there's a little bit of detail on the control panel. Again, it's another 2 printed cheese slopes. So again, it's nothing that special, but it's still pretty cool. So now, since we got a pretty good review on the top here, we're going to work our way down to the bottom of the Falcon. As you can see here, we got some very nice landing pads, very detailed. As you can see, it almost follows the same design as the one back in 2000, and I think it was 2005 or in 09 when the first UCS one came out. Put in the comments if I was right on either of those dates. So here, again, there's the blaster turret that was on the top. Sorry that my camera's not zooming. Or I should say not zooming, but okay, there we go. As you can see there it is. And then when we come back out here, underneath the docking ring, of course, they have to include the boarding ramp, which you can put up, raise it up and down, which is really cool. And then there's another little feature down here, which you won't really notice until now, is that there's a little door here that will slide open. And then out comes this blaster turret. First time we ever see this is in Empire Strikes Back. Again, turns fully 365 degrees around. And then you can easily tuck it back in and then close the door and it won't come out. But overall, that is from the bottom. As you can see, there is some reverse building techniques under here, which are pretty easy to build. So another feature that this Falcon includes is that you can switch it in between the original trilogy version and the sequel trilogy Millennium Falcon. The way of doing that is that you would attach this rectangular antenna piece with the dish, and it's as easy as just taking off the dish and then placing on the rectangular one like this. So there you have, that is the first step to completing it. Now there's 2 other little pieces you have to add, which were these ones that were underneath the antenna array. All you would do with this is just put this piece here. That would be the right side, and then you would put the left side on. They're pretty much exactly the same piece, and they really don't change that much of the Falcon, but at the same time, this is what the Episode 7 version of the Falcon looked like. So now we're going to move on to the figures, but before I get to the figures here, we'll look at the stand, since I almost forgot to mention the stand here. You can see here that it usually just gives you basic facts about the Falcon. That includes the manufacturer, length, engineers, What else do we have? We have max speed, hyperdrive system, weapons, and the capacity for cargo. But here we will move on to the figures here. It does come with a good amount of figures, I would say, for a set as much as this one for $800. Here you can see we have Empire Strikes Back version of Han, Chewbacca, the Hoth version of Leia, and then we also have C-3PO. And then for the sequel era, we have Rey, BB-8, Finn, Han Solo. You can also include the Chewbacca from the other line there, and then you have 2 porgs, which I should say originally this set I believe was the first one that actually had it where you could only get these porgs from before the actual Lego porg set came out. So as an overall review on why you guys should get this, my opinion, again, the amount of detail that went into this set, like just look at the rooms, for example. Those rooms were like even though they're tiny, they still packed a good amount of detail into each of them. The designers at Lego did. And the cockpit was okay. Anyway, again, they couldn't really do that much stuff because since it's such a tiny little space to work with. So still, it was an okay amount of detail that they put in there. But they mostly made up for most of that with the rooms, and on top of that, just the amount of greebling that's inside. All right, that's not just inside, but just outside of the Falcon. Just they put so much detail into this stuff, and again, it might have been like a little bit unnecessary, but you know what? Lego wanted to do it because they know people would have bought this, and it would make people happy that Lego would put a lot of effort into making a set like this. So again, three reasons why I would get this set is overall biggest Lego set there is, the most detail in a Lego set there has been besides the Star Destroyer, and then also just because it's the largest Lego set you can buy. For gosh sakes, it's got 7,541 pieces. Who wouldn't want to buy the largest Lego set there is? And then on top of that, I guess you can say it comes with a good amount of figures. Kind of wish they did a little bit more detail for some of the figures, but at the same time, might have been a good thing that they didn't, because I feel like the price would have been higher. So please like and comment on this video. And guys, if you comment on this video, I will give you a shout out. So the first person I will be giving out a shout out in this video is going to Pilot of a Hind Mind 24. He recommended me reviewing the Lego AT-AT. So that might come out as the next video, and we'll have to see her. But again, guys, if you like or comment or even subscribe to this channel, I'll give you a shout out in the next video. So again, I'll see you then in the next video, guys. Bye.